Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Before we get into today's video, let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think some of the problems are with this Indiana Fever team right now? Is it something as small as Caitlin Clark still injured, her quad still acting up, we're not fully recovered, the training staff, the coaching staff rushed her back too soon? Is it a matter of the locker room is divided? Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White on two separate pages of two separate books. Caitlin Clark wants to play a certain style. Stephanie White wants to play a certain style. And those two styles just can't coexist. Did we get sold a false bill of goods? In Kelly, we trust no longer. Kelly Krauskopf, Amber Cox. Did we make the wrong decision with the coach? Did we make the wrong decision bringing in some of the players that we brought in? Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. I'm very interested to hear from you. Brianna Turner played yesterday with Damaris Dantas on the bench. We had a lot of questions coming out of yesterday's game that we need answers to, and Stephanie White, she spoke in the press conference after the game talking about she needs to get Caitlin Clark a better, get her better looks. Well, that goes into all the interviews that she did all offseason, telling us that the offense that she's going to implement is going to create those better looks. We are still waiting for that to transpire on the court. We have Caitlin Clark admitting she wants to play fast. The coach wants to play slow. She made it sound real nice, so Stephanie White, her sensitive self, didn't get hurt too much, but Caitlin Clark made it very apparent what was going on. And then, of course, Stephanie White doubling down, saying, yeah, Brianna Turner was the right decision to play in yesterday's game. Brianna Turner, who gets chump change, who gets garbage time when it comes to the WNBA, yet somehow, some way, she is going to be an important force in the game against the Las Vegas Aces, a team that's coming off back-to-back losses. Very interesting. Let's get right into what Caitlin Clark had to say in her wanting to play fast and in Stephanie White wanting to play slow. Let's take a look, shall we?
I thought at times we could have played a little bit faster, and I think that's on me, like not conceding in that. We still got to play up tempo. We still got to play fast. But I mean, I thought for the most part we did a lot of stuff that coach wanted us to do, and that wasn't why we lost.
Damn. She does not look like a happy camper. She might be sick. She might have a little bit of allergies going on. But in terms of how she looks, her body language, just listening, she's like, damn, we did what the coach wanted to do. We did what the coach wanted to do. I thought at times we could have played faster, and that's on me. Not conceding in that, conceding to the coach, conceding to the coach's way. We still got to play up tempo because I'm Caitlin Clark. I know how this team needs to perform. I know how my game best translates. We still got to play fast, but for the most part, we did a lot of stuff coach wanted us to do. Stephanie White, this is what you get. We listen to you, we do it your way, and we have a beat down, demoralized Caitlin Clark sitting at the press conference after the game. Brutal. Very, very, very brutal. And we have a nice comment right here. Exactly that. We did what the coaching staff wanted. Slow the pace down, inside out, which allows the defense to set and play physical. Until they learn that it's not going to work, they will keep losing. It's like management didn't learn last year with sides. They stopped doing the inside out stuff and just got to running and became a better team because of it. New coach, same script, same bad results. Really starting to doubt this coaching staff, calling Christie's sides. You weren't that bad. The coach needs to be fired. The honeymoon phase of Stephanie White is over with. The honeymoon phase is finished. No longer are we just turning another cheek because it's early in the season and the team needs time to gel. No longer are we doing that. She's not on the hot seat. She's not going to get fired, but she's definitely going to be feeling it from the fans. She's definitely going to be feeling it from the fan base. People are going to be very vocal about what they're seeing. That's the thing about having an actual fan base that cares. They're going to be vocal about what they see. They're not just going to sit on their hands and let a bunch of bullshit transpire, pardon my French. Then we have Stephanie White talking about getting Caitlin Clark better shots. Interesting.
I think the biggest thing is what we have to do as a staff to get her better looks, like higher quality looks. Every game plan is going to be to make her score inside the three-point line, right? And the different ways that they're going to do that: physicality, coverage, showing bodies, all the different things. And we have to do a better job of getting her higher quality looks. I'm not worried about Caitlin's shot. Caitlin's shot is going to be just fine. The thing I'm worried about is our 18 turnovers for 28 points.
Shots fired. Very, very funny, Stephanie White. Very funny. So you're thinking about, as a staff, how to get Caitlin Clark better looks. Folks, I shit you not. I was in the mood for punishment yesterday. I was in the mood for pain. So 11:30 at night, I'm lying in bed. I can't get the game off my mind. I'm like, you know what? Because I wasn't happy. You guys saw I wasn't happy. I was like, let me rewatch this game. Ask me how many plays they set designed to get Caitlin Clark an open look. Go ahead, ask me. 2? No. 6? Good guess, but wrong. 9? No, incorrect. 0. 0 plays run to get Caitlin Clark open. They did a double drag screen. That was the phrase of the day. They did a few double drag screens, never to get Caitlin Clark open, always to get Natasha Howard into a different action off-ball screening for either Alexi Hole or Sophie Cunningham or Kelsey Mitchell, and always for Aaliyah Boston to just do her little skinny move and slip down for a layup. 0 times they tried to get Caitlin Clark an open look. The best looks she had yesterday were one-on-one, coming downhill, taking her defender off the dribble, just being quicker and finishing at the rim. That's it. The Asia Wilson, she made the shot from 3. Was that an open look? Was that a clean look? No, that's Caitlin Clark being so damn good. Stephanie White, you told us all off season, you're going to play Caitlin Clark off ball. So when she has bad games, we still have an offense in place that should hide some of those bad. We have yet to see that. If Caitlin Clark's not carrying, this team's not doing diddly squat. And it's not just Caitlin Clark, folks. The perimeter players in general on this team don't get plays ran for them. Using your brain and saying, let me just go back door, that's not a play getting ran for you. Using your brain and just saying, let me just go cut real quick, that's not getting a play ran for you. That's using common sense. Maybe 5 plays they actually ran to get a Kelsey Mitchell open, to get a Lexi Hole a clean look, to get a Sophie Cunningham a clean look. But it looked like it was always the second option off of a main play for a big. All that talking, the chickens are starting to come home to roost. And I'm not sure if Stephanie White's going to actually change her ways until it's too late. All we've ever gotten is what the coach is going to do or has to do, but none of it is actually happening. Results, not words. You don't have to do shit. Play fast and run pick and rolls. Let CC run the show. Why do we keep having to say that when it's blatantly obvious? All her staff has to do is stop telling CC to walk the ball up and everything will be fixed. But as long as they want to play a half-court game, they will keep losing, just as with sides last year. Stephanie White has been a disappointment. Exactly right, Steph. Play fast. Keep her shooting. Don't stop the momentum when they get up 10. Minus call a timeout for the rest. But don't put in your subs and lose your lead. You're hurting your own players. Clueless. I think Clark has too much respect for White, and I think she used to have too much respect for White. Caitlin Clark shows up for work every single day. Caitlin Clark shows up to work. She spends the most time in that facility, in that gym. While this player's taking off, while that player's taking off, while this coach is taking off, while that coach is taking off, while this coach is disappearing, while that coach is disappearing. Yeah, I would lose respect for my boss too. I would. At some point, you just say, man, maybe we need to move on because all of this unluckiness, I can't tolerate it being the HBIC, as New York would say, for the 90s babies. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just need to move on. Sometimes you have an employee who's just too unlucky too often. You're out of here. And then the most egregious thing we hear is the doubling down on Brianna Turner.
Didn't play today. Was that just trying to get Bree Turner assimilated before Dee leaves for America?
No, it was more of a matchup thing. It was more of a matchup. I like Bree Turner's length and defensive ability on Asia, or when we had to get into some switches. It's always kind of a tough decision sometimes with the offense that Dee can give us with this matchup. And sometimes it is as simple as just it's matchup driven.
It's matchup driven. Do we even believe what Stephanie White says anymore? Are we at a point where we just don't even believe the things that we hear? Because it's just the same recycled mixtape over and over and over and over again? This person puts it perfectly. So in blowouts, trash game, Bree barely plays in trash time. But right, a good team, she's all of a sudden the better option to guard their best player. Am I tweaking or am I reading? No, you're not tweaking at all. You are not tweaking at all. Did White join the favor to sabotage CC? Certainly feels that way sometimes. Might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Shout out to Rudy. Dantes is now not good enough to play because the scrub third stringer is a better defensive player in switches. Every time this woman speaks, I cringe. She is wholly in over her head and unqualified for the job. CDS, she just admitted she's unqualified. Folks, shout out to Millie. She's a prominent voice on Twitter when it comes to breaking this stuff down. Look at this. So you're telling me up 6, 2 minutes and 39 seconds, Caitlin Clark spoon feeds this to Brianna Turner, who's 6'4", and she kicks it out for a corner play that turns into a turnover. Let's take a look. I'm sure this is going to just completely copyright my ass, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Boom. We got Caitlin Clark waiting for the screen. Brianna Turner, she's just lost. She just looks lost on the court. She just looks lost on the court. Caitlin Clark takes the screen. Brianna Turner come downhill. Perfect pass, splitting the defenders. Oh, she's even going to, I'm sure she has some commentary, actually. Boom. Look how far those defenders are. Not even cheating. One staying tucked home over here on Lexi Hull. The other player staying tucked away here on Sydney Colson. And what does Brianna Turner do? Instead of going straight for the layup, she dribbles, wastes time, allows the defense to collapse. Sydney Colson doesn't shoot it. She tries to pass it, and then we have a turnover, Indiana fever. Good job, Brianna Turner. You are fucking awful. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, my bad. Oh well, things happen. At this point, Asia Wilson, 4 for 17. And here comes the defensive juggernaut, Brianna Turner, to D up Asia Wilson. You know what Asia Wilson sees when she sees Brianna Turner? She sees barbecue chicken. She sees easy money. She sees, oh, I'm going to get my points. I'm going to get off. Look. She's going to take Bree Turner right to the post. Boom. Look, she catches it 25 feet out and says, oh, this is easy money. 1 dribble, 2 dribble. Brianna Turner's a trash scrub. Let me just hit her with the shimmy, fade away, bang. Stephanie White has no idea what she's doing. She has no idea what she's doing, and it's unfortunate because we had so much hope. We had high expectations. She sold us a false bill of goods, and you know what? It's time to start being held accountable for that dream that you sold us. It's time to be held accountable for those promises that you made. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Caitlin Clark, look how dejected she looks in this all. She doesn't look like a happy camper, at least the last 2 games. She came back from injury against New York, scored shit against the Connecticut Sun, had a relatively good game. The Valkyrie game, the Las Vegas Aces game, maybe something is going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.